To answer your question, yes, we are two adult women. And yes, we love Bieber, and that's why we're publicly stalking him.
We're crazy.
Hey! Maybe he's what America needs. One nation under beams. We're gonna be two less lonely girls. We're gonna be two less lonely girls. We love Justin Bieber, and let us be clear, we're not being ironic at all.
Hosted by Corinne Fisher and Rosebud Baker.
All right. And
Welcome back, everybody,
to Two Less Lonely Girls.
I'm Rosebud Baker.
I'm Corinne Fisher.
And he has risen.
Yes.
Christ has risen.
We're doing this on Easter Sunday. You know, we never stop working. We never stop working for you.
I love that you yes-anded that, even though you're a Jew.
Well, I'm
You're
both.
half Jew, right?
Yeah, I celebrate everything and whenever it's convenient for me, but don't believe in God.
You
across
just
the
love
board.
holidays.
I do love holidays.
You
That's
just believe
true.
in holidays.
I do.
All right. It's fair enough.
You know what? Honestly, it's one of the more positive qualities about me. So
It is. It's actually the only positive quality.
I was like, holidays are fun and based in like goodness usually.
I literally walked in the door and I knew that Corinne had an Easter egg hunt for her dog. I walked in the door and I was like, so when was the Easter egg hunt? And she was like, well, I just got him a basket this year.
Yeah.
She looked at the floor when she said it. But there's nothing to be ashamed of.
Oh, I wasn't ashamed. I was just like, sometimes I'm, you ever have an instance when you're just like so predictably yourself?
Yes.
Like sometimes I'll be like walking down the street, listening to the Spice Girls, like eating a taco from Taco Bell. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, you're like a caricature of yourself.
Yeah, you are a brand.
Yeah, it's a little bit weird. So, just being me. I'm just being Miley.
Yeah. Whenever I'm vaping in a bathroom, I feel the most myself.
Yeah, that's right. We both do a lot of things that are very feel scripted.
Yeah.
But
vaping and Instagramming in a bathroom is really my jam. Or in a bathtub, anywhere fancy.
Ooh.
Vaping in a fancy place is my thing.
Oh gosh, I haven't taken a bath since Los Angeles. Fancy town.
Fancy fucking town. It's
Yeah.
my favorite place to vape.
Los Angeles specifically?
Yeah, because people act like they can smell it. And I'm like, you can't smell it. Stop it.
People are really annoying about it there.
No, I mean, I'm thinking
You're thinking of one person one time.
I'm thinking specifically of Blair.
Oh.
Because we would be hiking and I would vape and she'd go, and I was like, you can't smell this.
Oh, you're also outside, and isn't the smog there anyway?
Yeah, I'm like, come on now. Come on. I'm also like, we're hiking. We're already out here.
I love that you do vape while you hike, though. You're like Lady Gaga, but only you do it to your lungs instead of your feet, the way she would wear like a Jeffrey Campbell platform while hiking.
Well, I don't know anything about Lady Gaga, but...
Because you hate her. I like that you acted better. Blair turned...
Lady Gaga? Never heard of her.
Rosebud turned up her nose when she said Lady Gaga.
I literally don't know who that is.
I'm not familiar with her work.
Who it is.
Okay, speaking of that, doesn't that drive you crazy? I remember there was this girl in high school who used to sit at my lunch table because I just sat at like the fucking table of delinquents and ne'er-do-wells because I didn't like to get talked to during lunch because I would try to get extra work done during that time.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Wow.
I would drink I would take out like a Trapper Keeper and put a straw in a Slim Fast. I wasn't trying to lose weight, but it was just a way to get nutrients without stopping working.
Jesus Christ.
And so I didn't
Were you a good student?
Oh yeah. So I didn't sit in it. I just sat with like whoever so that I didn't have to talk to anyone. Like I didn't want to sit with my real friends and drink a Slim Fast and not pay attention to them.
Fast.
Yeah. So
when she starts remembering Jersey, the accent comes back.
And so there's this one girl at the table who just was so dumb, but also on top of it. But it wasn't dumb like learning disability or like something where it was hurtful,
Yeah.
She was an actual she was like a person who chose to be ignorant to just everything.
Yeah.
Like she tried to she was like, I'm trying to lose weight and then put 2 packets of Caesar dressing on a salad. And I go, like eating just like a burger would be better than the 2 packets of Caesar dressing. And then she'd be like, no, you're crazy. It's a salad. And I was like, okay, that's fine. And then she also didn't know who any mainstream celebrities were.
Right.
And I used to list them and I thought she was like trying to prank me and she didn't know who Steven Spielberg was.
What?
Yeah, exactly. That was my reaction.
Because sometimes I feel like that girl. Like sometimes people will say a celebrity and I don't know who it is. And I'm like, am I an idiot?
I mean, I wasn't doing hard
but
ones.
Steven Spielberg.
Yeah, I was doing like main, like Denzel Washington, like very like Tom Cruise, Meryl Streep, people that you would use in a sentence or as an example of a famous person.
Right. Yeah.
It's very strange.
Just very basic.
Very strange.
Yeah.
There are in the world though people who exist like that who just don't know
anything.
Yeah, and I'm not saying that knowing pop culture is like,
yeah, because but those people are usually like in cults. You know what I mean? Or like cults that won't watch TV.
Right.
Or like just like exceptionally old.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't know. Old people I know a lot more stuff because they do watch so much TV.
Or exceptionally young, actually. Mm-hmm. But yeah.
So anyway, this episode is dedicated to that girl. I don't remember her name.
And to Jesus.
And to Jesus.
Who is
He's
risen.
Back.
Yep. He's back. Did you see the painting that was like doing the rounds on Twitter? There's like a painting of a guy shooting heroin.
Oh yeah, I saw it on Ian Fidance's.
Yeah,
and when I sent it to my boyfriend because
doesn't
he's
it look
recovering.
Like doesn't it look like it's on a tarot card? Like that it was found on a tarot card?
Oh, I didn't think that.
There's all these weird symbols in it. There's like a hand coming through a door and like there's a pair of nunchucks and there's a skull. And I was like, is this from some weird tarot deck?
Oh my God, I gotta look at it again because I screenshotted it just to really troll.
It's bizarre.
People. Okay, yeah, I'm looking at it. Well, I also didn't, like, what was the point of making this or...
That's what I'm saying. Like, what is the purpose behind this painting?
Well, I thought it was just like to be funny, but is this guy supposed to be?
Jesus is like sticking his arm in to take the heroin shot for the guy. But the funny thing is Jesus looks like he's in pain. Mm-hmm. And anybody who's ever seen anyone on heroin knows that they don't look like they're in pain.
Yeah.
I mean, they look like they should be in pain, but somehow are not. You know what I mean?
This also, the guy who's shooting their heroin looks like one of the Trailer Park Boys.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is he supposed to be? Because that's my question. Like, who is that supposed to be?
Sorry, I was vaping. Wow. Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea who
or
that's
the guy from
be.
Eastbound and Down.
Or like Kurt Russell.
Or like Kurt
Looks
Russell.
like Kurt Russell. Yeah. I don't know. This guy's kind of hot.
No, he is. I know that's the problem. I was like, God, anytime someone's using intravenous drugs, I'm so into it.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Here we go. This is how you go full Christian. You just see a picture of Jesus shooting H, chasing the dragon. And you're like, this is it.
Fuck you, birthright. I went to Israel for free. It's over now.
I'm Christian.
Over.
Saw one photo, one painting of Jesus fucking chasing the dragon.
Oh, man.
People have done weird things for religion.
Good transition.
Thank you so much. It was pretty natural, right? It was.
It was.
I think I got points for that.
Yeah, no, I know. If I hadn't have pointed it out, it would have been seamless.
Absolutely. I mean, you fucked it up for both of us. But here we are. And that is the theme of today's episode.
Yeah.
The weird things that celebrities have done for religion. We feel that that's appropriate based entirely off of, the fact that this podcast is about Justin Bieber. And he's done some weird ass shit for religion.
Yeah. Because I feel like religious celebrities stick out because there are so few of them, but the ones that exist are very into religion.
They're very outspoken about it.
They're excessively into it. Yeah. And it gets cult like even if it's a mainstream religion.
Because we worship celebrities. So they automatically become kind of like cult leaders in their own way.
A little overzealous. And then there's also lots of trends of very white people getting into like Buddhism, Hinduism.
I mean, Madonna got so many white girls into Kabbalah for so long.
Well, I mean, that's Jewish mysticism. So technically, I mean, well, Jews, I guess, depending who you ask, are not white or are white.
What do you mean by Jewish? Wait, so I don't know anything about Kabbalah.
Oh, the Kabbalah, like I know it sounds like it would be like something like an
Eastern thing.
like Eastern or Asian religion type thing, but no. Kabbalah is Jewish mysticism.
Okay.
So technically, that's not like really weird that white people are doing it because it's white people.
Right.
Here, yeah, I can explain it further. I don't know a ton about it other than it's it has the same kind of. I'm guessing the same similar attributes to like a Buddhist or a Hindu religion, like the love one another kind of more free spirity stuff that famous people get into.
Yeah.
But it's not anything like that, because even when you start pulling up the charts, you're like, oh, this looks like chakras.
Yeah, it does.
So yeah.
I mean, everything in me is like, cool.
Yeah. So Kabbalah in Hebrew means reception, tradition, or correspondence. It's an esoteric method, discipline, and school of thought of Judaism. A traditional Kabbalist in Judaism is, we don't need to know this, but yeah, that's what it is. In short, you just call it Jewish mysticism.
Okay.
Yeah, and I mean, like, yeah, I've never studied it deeper than that, but
I remember when she got super into it. It was like her 6th identity crisis.
right, and everyone was wearing those red threads around their wrist, the
Yes.
Kabbalah bracelets.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's, I mean, because it's funny, we talk about appropriation so much these days, and by definition, it's misused a lot, because if you're just taking something from someone else's like culture, and as long as you're keeping the original meaning, technically it's not supposed to be considered appropriation. It's only appropriation if you take something that had deep cultural or religious meaning and then use it as more of like a fashion trend.
Okay.
And people were definitely doing that with Kabbalah, because there was people wearing red bracelets that had no idea what it meant whatsoever.
Right.
Other than it makes you be a part of a group, which is kind of what religion does in general, in my opinion.
You know what my favorite thing to appropriate is?
What?
Bands. Like when I walk around in like a, I actually do listen to AC/DC, so that doesn't count. But like I'll walk around in a Ramones t-shirt, and people will walk up and tell me the story of like the first time they saw them and how it was like a religious experience, and I'll just be like, yeah, I've never even listened to them, but that's cool. And just look at the look on their face. They look so mad at me.
Yeah, like you just pissed on a grave.
Yeah, like I literally did. And it's so harmless to appropriate that.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, yeah, sorry, I bought it at H&M.
Oh, you're that girl.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm fully that girl. I mean, I kind of have embraced it. I'm just this white
Alfred.
I'm just this white hot dog eating, red checker print American, like fucking 4th of July every goddamn day.
Yeah, I have a rule that I have to at least know a little bit about the band, otherwise I can't wear it. And I don't wear reprints anymore. I saw, actually, speaking of AC/DC, I saw a really cool AC/DC shirt at Lucky Brand jeans, and I was real depressed in Indianapolis, just because of Indianapolis, not because of anything else. And sometimes I shop to make as retail therapy, and I was like, I can't buy an AC/DC reprint from Lucky Brand. It just can't happen.
It's too bad. You
But-
could have worn it for the weekend. I'd take it off
I
your
know.
hands. God damn.
It was made of it was like that very soft sweatshirt material, the thin soft sweatshirt material that I really love.
Yeah.
So, whatever.
Indianapolis is depressing though.
You've been?
Well, I went to go do a comedy festival there like my 2nd year, and I was just like, I mean, it was fine. The fest was fine, but I remember being at Morty's Comedy Club and just being like, oh, this is kind of rough out here.
Yeah, there was something. Yeah, I very much appreciate everyone who came out to see the shows.
I mean, the shows looked great.
I mean, yeah, it was apparently meth's popular out there, and I can see why now.
Yeah.
So
yeah, well, you gotta keep yourself busy.
Yeah, but apparently it's the most sexually satisfied state, Indiana. So,
Really?
Yeah.
Huh?
But it makes sense. Like they can only fucking do drugs.
Yeah.
So there you go. Did you fart? Well, that's what happens when you let your dog eat a whole cookie. Okay. Well,
Okay.
Anyway, so yeah, Madonna, Kabbalah. When was that happening?
I think it was in the early 2000s.
Yeah, because Madonna, what are your thoughts on Madonna?
I remember she had just turned, it was like around her 50th birthday. And she was like having another sort of resurgence. And, I like Madonna. I really do. I think she's like a true original. And I loved her growing up, and I still love her now. I think she's a real weirdo, but she's, She's an artist. She's like an artist. And I think the thing that I like about her is that she won't go away.
I think we should call her publicist and have her update her website so that says Madonna. She's like an artist.
She's like an artist.
Rosebud Baker. I mean, that was poignant.
You know, she's an artist. I sounded so like tired of her as I was saying it.
I think you hit the nail on the head when you said she won't go away though, because
she really won't.
A lot of what Madonna does, like Madonna reminds me of Jerry Halliwell, or I guess you would flip that. Jerry Halliwell reminds me of Madonna.
Yeah.
Because like neither of them are actually that talented, but they just, you know, it's like when you like someone and they don't not have a crush on you back, but they're not like smitten with you, and you just keep hanging around until they suddenly can't live without you. I feel like that's what they're doing.
I mean, I don't know if we can say that, because if you think back to like the 80s, then in the 80s she's always introducing new things, and I like that she's sexually
explorative, outspoken, all that kind of stuff. Yeah. But if we're going on actual talent,
then she's a little bit of a J-Lo.
Yeah.
You know, a little bit of a J-Lo.
I actually would say J-Lo is more talented because she can act. Madonna cannot act. Except for in A League of Their Own, she was phenomenal.
Yeah, she was great. She was really great.
But did you see like Dick Tracy?
No, but that movie sucked. Well, that whole movie sucked. You can't blame the movie.
She wasn't that great in Evita, though, either, the acting.
I thought she was good.
I really liked A League of Their Own, though. So based on that, I will give her a thumbs up.
Yeah, I'm going to say she's in J-Lo's category.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll say that.
How's her dancing?
Who cares? She's Madonna.
Oh, I don't know.
No, I don't know. I actually have no idea. I don't know why I'm defending her so hard. I think it's probably because I feel like Lady Gaga stole from her. So, so I'm like
Lady
picking
Gaga
a
can
side.
actually say, "Oh, I forgot that you have such a trigger for you, Lady Gaga." Well, anyway, so wait, Madonna said, this is from an article from 2015. She said, "I'm not Jewish. I'm an Israelite." And now we're getting good.
Yeah.
I feel a connection with all religions, including Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. Wow. When asked to what extent would she characterize, this isn't a real article, a robot wrote this, would characterize herself Jewish, Madonna reportedly laughed the question off, saying, "No, I don't affiliate myself with any specific religious group. I connect to different ritualistic aspects of different belief systems, and I see the connecting thread between all religious beliefs." I see. Okay.
What would that thread be? Exactly.
The thread of Kabbalah string around her wrist. Madonna elaborated on her theological outlook, saying that though she studied Kabbalah and does follow many religious practices affiliated with Judaism, like observing the Shabbat and holding a bar mitzvah for her son, she has not converted. This appears like I'm Jewish, one would think, but these rituals are connected to what I describe as the tree of life consciousness and have more to do with the idea of being an Israelite, not Jewish, she told The Independent. The tribes of Israel existed before the religion of Judaism existed, so you have to do your history. Rosebud, remember, you have to do your history. So am I Jewish? I mean, some people would say, well, you do a lot of things that Jews do. Well, that sounds anti-Semitic, like what, make money? But I would say I do a lot of things that people did before Judaism existed. And I believe what I practice has to do with something deeper than religion, that it embodies all religions, including Judaism and Christianity and Islam. And that's what happens, ladies and gentlemen, when you have too many people to do your errands for you and you have a lot of free time.
Listen, I don't think that's that weird. I really don't. Because there's things about Christianity that I like, and that I'll go to church to like hear choirs singing, because that like relaxes me.
And
I'll I like the idea of a baptism. I would do a baptism, but I don't like the idea that when I'm being baptized in the name of Christ. You know?
But
that's like a ritual that I'm into that I wouldn't necessarily.
Why are you doing the ritual?
Because I think it's a nice ritual. But I just like it.
But you just took the meaning out of the ritual.
I don't take the meaning out of it. I just take the Christ out of it.
Okay, so you're saying you would. So then, what would it mean to you?
Like being reborn. It's like a rebirth, you know. And so, like, even if Christ is out of it, No offense, Christ.
Well,
I
all
know
of the
it's like your
religions have
day.
a similar water thing because, like, when you're converting to Judaism, you know, you walk through like a pool naked in front of a rabbi.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
they do it on Sex and the City if you've never.
Right. I remember
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
So yeah, it's like that. It's I'd just be into that. You know,
It's just funny to me because, I mean, I guess it's
thought
it's kind
the
of
weirder
similar.
part of it was that she did like a whole music video
Mm-hmm.
with like robes on. That was like a weird thing to me. I was like, all right, well.
Well, I think in the late 90s, early 2000s, there were a lot of artists, kind of like Gwen Stefani, Bindi, that were taking religious elements and incorporating them into their work.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just something that we, like, society would not be okay with now.
Yeah.
But it was very hot for a while.
Yeah. Oh my God. When I was in LA, the lady that did my extensions, she does Gwen Stefani's hair. And she fucking said that Gwen Stefani gets her hair bleached every week.
How is it still in her head?
Every single week she does her roots.
I mean, I'm actually confused as to how her hair, because bleaching is so damaging.
Yeah. But she said she only does the roots.
Right.
So like everything else just stays. But she only does the root.
Her hair is growing that quickly?
Yeah.
A
I guess.
week?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. It's crazy. My hair would fall the fuck out of my head.
Yeah, well, I'm thinking, like, I wonder what kinds of, like, supplements
Like
she's
Olaplex.
taking.
I'm like, you got to do Olaplex, right?
I don't. What's in that?
Olaplex is like when you get your hair highlighted or you get it like it's a great product. Basically, it like rebonds the hair.
Oh, okay.
So it's a bond builder.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Because I got my hair, I had like bleachy streaks in it one time when I was going through I wanted to look like Lily Munster phase.
I thought you were going to say breakup, but okay.
No, I was in high school, so I wasn't really like taking dating seriously.
Right.
And even to re-bleach it one time, my hair started falling out at the middle section where the bleach was meeting new bleach was meeting old bleach.
Yeah.
Oof,
yeah.
That's rough. Yeah. Commitment, man.
I know. Getting my hair colored is rough. I do it and it's tough.
Yeah, because I was like, I haven't colored my hair that much.
I do balayage though, so then you can go back and you can. Anyway, whatever. Back to the topic. Fuck. I don't think so. That's like Madonna's not like super weird, but
I don't know. Doesn't it feel kind of bullshit? That's my problem with Madonna. A lot of this stuff feels a little bullshitty.
it does feel a little performative.
Right.
You know?
I mean, which is okay when she's a performer.
I'm like, it's fine. I'm like, if you don't relate to religion that much, like that's fine. You could just say that and then, but she just has so much to say about it, you know? She's got a lot to say about something that she's not that interested in.
Well, to me, it's like religions are very clearly broken up, and that's why there are different ones, and that's why there's wars and fighting and all these kind of things. So it's like, if you're just taking a little bit from everything, like, wouldn't you just be like, oh, I'm spiritual and this is kind of like this my own moral structure that I have created for myself?
Yeah.
Because that's what I do. I mean, I'm sure some of the things I do relate to religion, but I do not feel connected to any religion so wholly. So
Yeah.
I don't partake or call myself, because I'm like, the Jew thing is cultural.
Yeah.
And just because I don't have any, like, I have too many ethnicities I just needed one.
You have too many ethnicities?
Yeah, because I'm just like I'm a mutt, so I'm like a little bit Italian, a little bit Russian. Like I needed something.
Yeah.
Everyone needs a little something to be like, especially in America where we're so like culturally diverse. And I'm like, oh, I don't have anything. I need something. And Judaism felt the most like me.
Yeah.
That's why I chose it.
I'm nothing.
You're nothing, but you consider yourself to be very spiritual, and you are very into like the zodiac and astrology.
I'm not really that into it anymore.
What happened in the past 2 weeks?
Listen,
Rosebud?
no. I mean, I know a lot about it, so
Okay.
I talk about it still, but I don't necessarily like. I don't subscribe to astrology the way that I used to, and most of it was like writing astrology articles and like knowing that I could literally write anything and these people would believe anything I say.
So wait, you like the thrill of the lie?
No, I mean when I wasn't writing the articles, I was like, these are great. These speak directly to me. And then when I saw that happening in other people, when I was the one writing them, I was like, oh, people really just want somebody to be talking about them. You know?
My God, it's like that scene in Man on the Moon when he goes to get the medicine and he sees that it's just a sponge in water that they're dripping on his chest.
Oh shit!
Do you
yeah.
remember that's the Andy Kaufman?
Yeah.
Man on the Moon is Andy Kaufman. If you guys, it's Jim Carrey playing Andy Kaufman.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so it's like this person who has been kind of tricking people with Tony Clifton and all these characters all his life, and finally, it's such a heartbreaking scene because he's so sick and he travels to another country to get this medicine that he's heard about, and it's all a fucking it's fake.
Yeah.
He's been tricked.
Yeah.
One of the world's greatest tricksters has been tricked. And that's what happened to you, Rosebud.
Yeah. I hope that doesn't happen to Madonna.
Well, I mean, there's just a lot of things I've heard about her.
She's never going to get sick, though. She's going to live forever.
Oh, 100%. She actually might be cryogenically frozen right now, and we're like did some kind of an extra walking
She's a
around
bot.
as her.
Yeah.
Who's she dating these days?
I don't know.
Because I'm just a little bit fascinated by her. I heard she brings her own food to restaurants and has them cook it, which is like, what's the point of going to a restaurant then?
What?
And yeah, I heard she brings her own food and just has the chef prepare it. And then
Just get your own chef.
also, apparently when she's taking a nap or sleeping in her home, no faucets are allowed to be turned on or off. So,
Wow. Wow.
why do I know these things? Are they true?
Do you know how much of a
Not
light
sure.
sleeper you have to be in Madonna's house and hear a faucet?
It's like the Princess and the Pea.
Yeah.
Yeah. Madonna,
I could sleep through a 5-alarm fire.
Wow.
I truly can.
That's
For real. I can sleep through anything.
I used to be a much deeper sleeper until I moved to New York City, and now I wake up pretty easily, but I fall back asleep pretty easily too.
God,
So.
I sleep through everything. It has been the worst part of my relationships because I have an alarm that literally has like an attachment that shakes my pillow. And
What?
I'm impossible to sleep next to. I feel really terrible for people. I mean, I'm great in the middle of the night. I just, I'm dead.
Yeah.
But
so the other
in the
people
morning,
can do whatever they want. You'd be like an ideal person to live with in that way, because if I came home late, anytime I live with someone, I'm always like nervous about waking them up.
Oh yeah, you would never wake me up. I could be sleeping on the couch in the living room. You could walk in with 6 other people and I'd be dead. I still wouldn't fucking hear you. It's crazy.
Wow. Okay, so she was married to Sean Penn. She was married to Guy Ritchie, and then I think she's just like with boy toys now.
Yeah,
apparently.
good for her. That's how
Yeah.
I want to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see. Fuck it. I'm like, that's where I'm at in this breakup process. I'm like, I'm gonna live alone.
Okay.
Although I do have crushes this week. Anyway,
This week.
is it? Let me ask you this: is anybody super into hypnosis in Hollywood?
Oh, I'm sure they are. We got to look this up though.
Because there's like hypnosis people that are.
Is that considered a religion?
No, but like it's definitely a practice, right? It's sort of a spiritual practice.
Like, how do you mean hypnosis? Like, I mean, like, I know hypnosis, like to stop smoking, or hypnosis.
no, like a hypnosis where like there's a transcendental meditation hypnosis. I forget the name of the lady that she does it, but she's like the most amazing hypnosis teacher in the world. Apparently, she has a partnership with Hay House, which is like Louise L. Hay, her company. Louise L. Hay died a while ago, but she wrote the book, like Love Yourself or some shit. Fuck, what was it? Oh, How to Heal Your Life.
Okay.
And if you haven't read that book, it's very, I don't know, it's very like cheese dick, but it's funny, but it's like, it's good. It has good points in it. And if you're like just getting into self-help and self-love and all that shit and like affirmations, it's great for that.
Okay, so these are all in this article. These are all people who used it as a therapy.
Oh, okay.
Is that completely different?
I don't know who's on there.
So, I mean, apparently Matt Damon was the one who made it really popular in Hollywood because he was on Jay Leno's show, and he said that using hypnosis was the greatest decision I ever made in my life. And then Orlando Bloom, Ellen DeGeneres, David Beckham, but they all used it to get over specific things. Tiger Woods apparently uses it to get in the zone before he plays golf. Albert Einstein actually regularly used it to help him develop his ideas. Some claim that the theory of relativity came to him during one of his sessions.
Yeah, that's like
That's so wild.
Yeah, there's a spiritual element to hypnosis, I think.
But then there's people who, like, it says like David Beckham visited a hypnotist privately to help him confront some of his personal issues. I'm sure that was like, can't keep my dick in my pants.
Yeah.
Lily Allen used it to lose weight and apparently dropped 3 dress sizes. Oh, speaking of Jerry Halliwell, the ex-Spice Girl again adds to the numbers who used it to lose weight. Okay, wow. And she lost a lot of weight too.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Okay, Jackie Kennedy took private sessions with a hypnotherapist to help her get over the tragic death of her husband. Okay, well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Lord Tennyson, who's a famous poet, he said he wrote entire poems while under the influence of hypnosis, again, tapping into his creative side. Holy shit, oh my God. Let's do an episode where we get a hypnotist to come, and I mean, this could be dangerous.
I would really love this.
We don't have to do it live because in case we say anything fucked up, but like we
totally can't. We can record it.
Fascinating. I love stuff like that. Love diving in.
I love that.
Wow.
Can we do that for our next episode?
If we can find one. I'm just worried.
My
these people are
therapist
gonna
has
be
great hypnotists that he can recommend.
It's just like an.
He does. Peter knows what the fuck he's doing.
Rosebud just looked directly at me without blinking or moving her eyes for such a long time.
It was, listen, I'm
so
really
excited.
I'm really into this shit.
Oh my gosh.
I love this shit.
Kevin Costner had his own private hypnotist flown to Hawaii while he was filming Waterworld to cure him of his seasickness, which was plaguing his filming schedule. From then onwards, Kevin was fine in the water.
There you go.
Crazy.
I mean, it's been wild.
Yeah. Well, apparently, yeah, because like here it's talking about Ben Affleck's use of it, and it can it's basically its ability to rewire human behavior. So with that reminds me a lot of like why people use psychedelics, though.
Yeah. Well, it's a similar thing. It's kind of like, there's this story with the Beatles where like the Beatles had a guru who they were taking acid, and the guru took acid with them, the same amount that they took.
Okay.
Right? And had nothing happened. Like nothing happened to the guru.
Okay.
And the Beatles were like, how is this not like affecting you? And he was like, well, I've already...
the Beatles. All in unison.
All in unison.
They sang it.
Probably. I mean, because everyone's one when you're on acid. They were like, how is this not, And I guess the guy was like, well, when you've gotten to a level of, when you've tapped into your subconscious, your higher self or whatever, you don't need anything to open the doors. I could do this without this. It was crazy. Like,
ooh.
Yeah. So it's like, and my therapist talked to me about that when I was like sincerely considering relapsing. I was like, yeah, I want to be able to like tap into shit, like that part of myself.
Oh,
and
you were trying to do a planned relapse?
I was thinking about it. It wasn't like, I wasn't like planning it, but I was like just talking. You're just talking in therapy. Sure. And I was just like, yeah, I just fucking want to sometimes. Like, and he was like, well, you actually don't need to. And I was like, well, why not? Give me your fucking, I was like, why wouldn't I need to? And he told me that story. And I was like, oh, interesting. Because it just kind of gave me...
I wonder how many people he's told that to. I mean, he has like these anecdotes that he has in his pocket.
I'm sure, yeah. But like he hasn't... I never really go to him talking about that stuff because he's not that great with it when it comes to addiction. He doesn't like quite understand it.
That's not his specialty.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But what he does specialize in, I can apply to addiction.
Sure.
In ways, just because I was sober for 6 years before I even started seeing him. Mm-hmm. So,
Yeah, so you know the ropes yourself.
I knew the ropes. Yeah.
Okay.
Who else? Who else is a crazy fucking religious fanatic?
Well, now I was looking at the difference between hypnosis and like meditation and kind of all these kind of things. Guided meditation. Okay. Because now I'm obsessed with this. I didn't realize people were using hypnosis so much. But the thing is, like, all these celebrities are doing all this kinds of stuff. And it's why they're not even human anymore. I mean, they're not.
It's why they have lizard blood.
Well, it's very, very strange. Oh, we also wanted to talk about Lil Dicky. And for Bieber news, we can quickly jump into that.
Yeah. So you guys, I don't know if any of you saw, but Lil Dicky came out with a song this week called, and I do feel feel ridiculous saying Lil Dicky. But he came out with a song this week that was about Earth, I guess.
Isn't it called Earth?
It's called Earth.
I thought it was.
Yeah, it is. It's called Earth, and it's to benefit environmental charities.
Yeah, he's trying to spread awareness about climate change.
Yeah. And so I love Lil Dicky. Like, I love him.
Me too.
I think he's funny.
Yes.
I love how himself he is, you know, and that he was able to like make a name for himself just by being himself. And especially in hip hop, where I'm like, that's hard to do.
And his songs are good.
Yeah. Really good.
Yeah.
I listen to Freaky Friday all the time. Anyway, so he came out with a song, and Ariana Grande's in it, Halsey's in it, Bieber's in it, Leonardo DiCaprio is in it for some reason.
Well, no, because
or was somebody doing his voice?
I don't know if it was actually his voice, but Leonardo DiCaprio is one of the celebrities who is most into like climate change, animal stuff. It's basically like him and Adrian Grenier are the two people who are very into environmental issues.
And Al Gore.
Because I was like, you know, a lot of celebrities tend to lean more towards, you know, human issues, animal issues are popular, but the environment, I feel like across the board is the most neglected of the, you know, social justice or stances, like SJW stances to get behind.
Yeah.
People are always like, you know, take care of this animal, save this kid, but then they throw a wrapper on the ground.
Right.
So.
Well, I think most of the time it's environmental issues are just brought up at the end of an argument where people are like, who cares? We're all going to die. The earth is burning. Like, that's really all I ever hear about it, you know?
Right. So it almost seems like we should flip it then. Stop the earth from burning and then
get into the other stuff.
Yeah.
Possibly. I mean, maybe. Anyway, so this song came out, and it's like it kind of seems like it's for kids, but then it'll talk, but then there's like a long joke about herpes and like and then like what else?
A lot of references to butts,
dicks,
anuses.
Yeah. Very Lil Dicky.
Yeah.
And Justin's one verse is like, I'm a baboon, I'm like a human, but not as developed.
And then he says something about his butt.
And my anus is huge.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is great.
Justin loved that because
he thought it was hilarious.
Yeah, he has a very, what I would call, impractical joker sense of humor.
Yeah.
And obviously that's why we like him, because we also think it's funny when people trip.
For sure. I mean, he thinks it's hysterical.
Well, it was weird to me though, because, okay, so when I see Ariana Grande and Bieber being the most featured voices in this kind of stack of celebrities in a song, then I was like, oh, is Lil Dicky represented by Scooter Braun? But he's not. It doesn't look like he is, according to the internet, nor have I heard that. Or, you know, I follow Scooter, you know, hi Scoot.
Hey Scoots.
I follow Scooter Braun on Instagram, mostly to troll him, now that I know he's upset by this podcast. But also to keep track on his clients.
Can you tag me in those?
Them.
I didn't know we were trolling him.
Oh, well, I want
to join in.
No. I'm just trolling him kind of by following him.
Yeah.
I'm not like, I did tag him in something, or like I said hi Scooter and something.
I remember that. I forget the post, but I remember you tagging him in something.
Yeah.
We should start actually interacting on his page. But yeah, I think probably he was just like, it was probably a big paycheck for them.
Yeah, because he has several. Or
actually, it wouldn't make sense that it's a huge paycheck because it's for charity.
Well, he's promoted a bunch on Scooter's Instagram, because he has at least 2 times he's posted it. No, 3 now.
Yeah,
which is weird.
Yeah,
and this is interesting, huh? I have to follow Lil Dicky. That's crazy.
Yeah, there's like 3 videos that he has.
And Scooter is usually pretty good about keeping it in the family, and he's very business, very like only highlighting his own clients kind of a thing.
Yeah. And it was probably easy to get Justin to do because it's like literally one lyric. So, I mean, I don't know if Justin is ever doing music again, but he did have a song that was old come out this week. It was like an older song with it was on his Instagram.
That's when I tagged you in, right?
Yeah, it was actually an older song that was like unreleased, and I found it on YouTube. and it seems like I don't know. I listened to it like 3 times and then it got old. So I was like, all right, I'm done with this.
That was enough for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't that impressed by it. Like, it didn't have that kind of beat that you can't get out of your head. Like, Sorry, I find myself listening to that several times a week whenever I'm in a bad mood or just need to take a walk and I need a little pep in my step.
Yeah.
I just throw on Sorry and the world's a better place.
Yeah. I do that with What Do You Mean?
Love it.
All right. Well, that's pretty much it. What's making you less lonely this week? Corinne Benny? Corinne Bean?
What's making me less lonely this week? I'm going to actually give it to race car driver Connor Daly.
Ooh.
Yeah.
There must have been chemistry there.
No, I mean,
it seems like there was chemistry there.
Don't start problems.
Okay, sorry.
I was very, sometimes I'm on the road and I get very depressed in certain cities. Indianapolis, no offense to you, but that you were one of those cities. And I really pride myself on being able to spend 3 productive fun days in any city. And by day 0.5, I was struggling in Indianapolis.
But the shows were great.
Well, the shows were good. And then when I was really like just grasping at straws and just tweeting out into the universe saying, is there anything I can do here that will make me happy? And it was also raining and windy the entire time, and a lot of really homeless people, which it just makes me really sad.
Yeah.
Because again, I have that weird thing where I'm like taking on everyone's energy, and it's like, you don't know what to do. You're there for a fucking weekend. It's like I can really do anything in a weekend.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, oh, I'm here for such a nice reason and I'm still unhappy. It's a whole fucking thing. And then into my Twitter DMs, like an angel from heaven, Connor Daly came in, and of course I have no fucking clue who that is because I don't know sports, certainly not anything about race car driving.
Yeah.
I barely know how to regular drive. And he took me and Christina out to a nightclub, and like, I am 33, I have not been nightclubbing in quite some time.
Yeah. And
it was so fun, and he was so nice, and it was so like Indianapolis. I love doing things that are very authentic to the city. So it's just like, oh, I'm hanging out with a race car driver. Like,
yeah,
this is great.
Yeah.
So he really saved the weekend. And I was sitting, drinking champagne, looking around, and I was like, you know what? I have a really cool job. This is really nice. And I'm happy to be here.
Yeah.
So all's well that ends well.
That's
What
great.
is making you feel less lonely this week?
Well, I'm going to say the first thing is the new Drew House hat that you gave me.
Yay!
Corinne gave me a Drew
came.
House hood, what is it? Beanie, which is amazing. I own Drew House. I'm the proud owner of Drew House apparel.
Pretty much an asset.
Yeah, and it's the only thing on the website that I would wear. So she found it. And let's see what else. I think, honestly, Los Angeles, the city of Los Angeles, made me feel a lot less lonely this week.
That's a sentence I've never heard from anyone.
I know. It's crazy. I fucking love that city. I love it. I love it. I was out there.
Rosebud soon.
I was getting finger banged. I was having fun. It was fucking great. Yeah, I was finger banged.
When's the last
like
time?
Like a middle schooler.
I know. I was gonna say, when's the last time you've been finger banged?
It's crazy. I was getting in a lift and I was like, I'm taking a lift home from being fingered.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah.
But to completion.
Yeah. You usually think that you would walk home from being fingered.
Yeah.
Or scoot home.
Yeah. Or just ride a bicycle. It's really more
or
of
have your mom pick you up.
Yeah. Have your mom pick you up, ride a bicycle, rollerblade. But nope, I took a lift like a goddamn adult. And then I was taken on like a proper date, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm an adult. Just because I got finger banged this week doesn't mean that I'm not in my 30s. Mm-hmm. And I just had a fucking great week. And I hiked with Blair into the sky every day, 6 miles.
Every day?
Pretty much every day of the week, yeah.
Oh, wow.
We fucking hiked like motherfuckers.
Oh my goodness.
I'm very sunburned.
Oh yeah, I can't even. This is actually the first time I think I've seen you sunburned because you take such excellent care of your skin. I can't believe you let your shoulder.
Oh, I didn't wear sunscreen one
red.
day. I forgot it, and I really paid the price. I'm just like.
But on your face, you did.
I'm just moisturizing, right? Like yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm moisturizing like a motherfucker. Anyway, so yeah, I would say Los Angeles in general just gave me my fucking mojo back, baby.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
And also had this taping with Bill Burr.
I was gonna say, are you gonna say the most important part? And not that finger banging isn't something to celebrate. But.
Right. I was also taping a 5-minute set for Comedy Central for Bill Burr's new show.
Whoa,
so
whoa.
Woo, woo, woo.
That didn't sound
that
good
was
at all.
really bad on your part.
I'm
but
hungover and I can't believe that I even
you
made
gave it your
it.
best shot.
Thank you. I didn't barf on the plane today and I ate gnocchi.
Oh my God. All right, guys. That's it from us.
Yes, follow us on the internets. I'm at Philanthropy Gal.
And I'm at Rosebud Baker.
If you have tips, hashtag them TLLG tips on Twitter, on Insta.
Don't tweet anything about me getting finger banged. That's between us and this podcast. Don't fucking tweet anything about that.
Between us and the 10,000 plus people that listen.
Yeah, but don't tweet about it.
It's a real secret.
I'm goddamn serious right now. I'm trusting you guys.
Yeah, this is like a secret society. You know when Selma Blair says secret society in Cruel Intentions?
Yeah.
Secret society. I really
That's
like
what this
that
is.
line. I really like that line. Okay, anyway, thank you for listening. This is produced by Mike Coscarelli. We'll talk to you next Monday.
Bye.
Bye.